A 6-year-old autistic kid was suspended for biting his sandwich into the shape of a gun. So as you most likely know, schools are extremely paranoid about guns or really anything they consider to be a weapon. And on the surface, this makes a lot of sense. It's totally understandable considering how many attacks we've had on schools in recent years, or really recent decades. But the paranoia in schools has gone way too far, and it's disproportionately hurting autistic kids. For instance, in this past spring, an autistic 6-year-old kid in Georgia was suspended for biting his sandwich into the shape of a gun. And that's not even the first time he was suspended for something like this. And now he believes he's a bad kid, something no child, least of all one on the autism spectrum, should believe when they're just pretending to do things. Now, it absolutely makes sense to teach children the seriousness of what they may or may not be pretending to do and the seriousness of the attacks that we're seeing on these schools. My mom was trying to do that with me. But they should just be allowed to safely play pretend games whilst understanding that certain actions have consequences. But it shouldn't infringe so severely when you're trying to play pretend games. Like, who's to say the child just doesn't have a special interest in guns, or if they just want to be a cowboy, a cop, or a soldier? Like, those are reasonable things for kids to pretend to be, and kids do pretend to be those things. So it really infringes on childhood play, which is crucial to child development. And as I've said before, this has happened to me, not with guns, but with references to Minecraft explosives. And there are things I said out of anger that I never truly meant, and the only reason I even said any of those things at all was because I was so angry about how the school system was being run. And I'm not going to get into the details of the things I said. That's a different conversation. But this got me put in quote-unquote detention, which for an autistic kid is having to write a letter to someone you allegedly threatened in a tiny room, probably less than 10 square feet, without being able to leave because the people outside might just grab you or physically abuse you. And after that, I was suspended for 2 days. And I didn't go back after 2 days, because those 2 days turned into a whole month. Now, again, I get that schools come under attack a lot, but that is not an excuse to abuse an innocent child who's just upset at how the system is being run. The system should probably look inward into why they come under attack so much, because quite frankly, they're promoting the radicalism that's getting them attacked in the first place. Not to mention, the attacks have only increased in recent years, meaning these paranoid policies don't even work. And as I've said before, I think this is only making the problem worse. And if we don't change the approach on how schools deal with these threats, then this is going to continue to get even worse. I've been your host, Sven Sharpen, for today's episode of Sharpen the Narrative. Thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all and have a great day. Goodbye.